Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to mindforcombat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan, and this is my platform where I talk about MMA and boxing fights, break them down, and just talk to each and every single one of you about the fight game and what's going on in the fight game. If you're new here, I need you to hit the subscribe button, like the video, dislike the video, whatever it is, just get involved in the comment section, let me know, and if you've got friends and family that are into fighting or interested in the fight sphere, then share out the video and try to help me get more subscribers so I can move on and hit my targets. Anyways, guys, let's get into the video and the breakdown. So this is a fight that I'm very excited for that's coming up. It's between arguably, well, not arguably, in my opinion, the greatest women's fighter of all time, Amanda Nunes, who's the current featherweight and bantamweight world champion, versus the former bantamweight world champion, Holly Holm. Now, in my opinion, Holly Holm doesn't deserve this title shot coming into this fight, but that being said, that doesn't make this fight any less appealing, and she does have actual roots to win this fight. So this is really important. Amanda Nunes has talked about wanting to retire, and after she beats Holly Holm, she would have been in a position where she's beaten Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, Cyborg, and if she beats Holm, then Holm, and Valentina Shevchenko, not once but twice. With those names on the ledger, she could happily retire and be regarded as the greatest women's fighter of all time for a very, very long time to come. For Holly Holm, this is an opportunity to right wrongs that she's had in her career since the Ronda Rousey win, and be able to show that she's still world championship caliber despite getting on in age. So anyways, guys, let's go through the tail of the tape and talk about some of these things. Amanda Nunes comes into this fight at 31 years of age. She's 31 years of age, meaning she's 6 years younger than Holly Holm, who's 37 years of age. That's kind of a key statistics, because Amanda Nunes is very much in the prime of her career, prime of everything that's going on, versus Holly Holm, who at 37 years old, as a 135-pound female fighter, you got to imagine that she's coming towards the tail end of her career. She's obviously had a long, extensive career in boxing as well. She's been knocked out before in boxing. She's had tough fights in MMA. So you got to wonder about her standing. With Amanda Nunes, she's very much in the prime of her life, prime of her career, despite the fact that she's had retirement talks. Amanda Nunes is in her prime. Coming into this fight, Amanda Nunes has a record of 17 wins and 4 losses. And she's on a great run. She's on an 8-fight win streak ever since her loss to Kat Zingano, when she's just looked like an animal. She fights Holly Holm, who has a record of 12 wins and 4 losses. Holly Holm's most recent performance was her win over Megan Anderson at 145, and she's on a 1-fight win streak. Prior to that, she had lost to Cyborg, which put on a respectable performance, I guess. And she's 2-1 in the last 3, but that other win's Betch Carrera. So coming into this fight with a 12-4 record, I'm very unimpressed with her most recent form, particularly her most recent 6 fights. I don't feel like she's looked impressive at all, and Amanda Nunes is in a good position. They both stand at 5'8", and that's almost reflected in the reach. It's only a 1-inch reach advantage for Holly Holm, who has a 70-inch reach as opposed to Amanda Nunes' 69-inch reach. Amanda Nunes, who has a Muay Thai style, she'll be in your face, she'll bust you up, she'll punch you, she punches real hard. She's got really good dynamic boxing, she's got great leg kicks, she stopped Shayna Baszler with leg kicks. She's a very, very vicious Muay Thai striker. She fights Holly Holm, who's obviously a decorated world champion boxer, but has had her best wins in MMA come by head kick, so she's an all-round striker as well. So this is going to be a striking fight, despite the fact that Holly Holm has wrestled in her past fights, particularly her last fight with Megan Anderson, and Amanda Nunes has gotten wins over fighters by a TKO ground and pound. I feel like this fight's going to be fought on the feet, so the striking credentials is important to consider. When you're looking at their key wins, for Amanda Nunes, her resume is lengthy, impressive. She's beaten the likes of Cyborg, who at the time hadn't lost since her pro debut, was arguably the best or most dominant female fighter of all time, and she knocked her out in a minute, which was absolutely insane. Before that, she beat Valentina Shevchenko in a close fight. That's actually her second win over Shevchenko. Prior to that, she knocked out Ronda Rousey in a minute. She stopped Raquel Pennington. She stopped Miesha Tate. She has just beaten so many good fighters. Even Jermaine Durandamy, the former featherweight champion of the world, she even knocked her out. She's just such a prolific, dangerous fighter. And Holly Holm, outside of her win over Ronda Rousey, she's beaten the likes of Megan Anderson and Raquel Pennington. But the best win of her career is definitely the undefeated Rousey, who at the time was undefeated. And she really, really showed the world how good she is in that fight. But she hasn't really had a stellar performance since that night. Even though I felt like she was about to win the Miesha Tate fight, she should have won the Jermaine Durandamy fight, in my opinion. But the fact is, she has caught those losses, and that's a problem. Issues coming into this fight for Amanda Nunes, I see none. But if you're going to point something out just to be super critical, maybe she's been questioned about her cardio previously, and I suppose maybe with some good point, there could be some question about her cardio. So is her cardio an issue coming to this fight? I don't know, you tell me. And for Holly Holm, her issue is going to be she's kind of predictable. She shouts yam yam yam, and then she'll ha ha ha, whatever the hell she does, and then she'll strike, and she kind of makes it obvious what she's going to do. She ain't got big power in her punches either. She's got good power in her kicks, but she's not going to really knock out Amanda Nunes, who's shown me a stellar chin throughout her career. And then when we're talking about the X factor for Amanda Nunes, it's going to be her power. For Holly Holm, it's going to be her all-round skill as a striker. Like I said, she is a multiple-time world champion boxer. She may not have the most powerful punches, but she is a very skilled boxer. She's got very skilled movement. She's a very technically sound fighter, and that's going to be an X factor. Now let's get into the prediction for this fight. Now, despite the fact that I seem very towards Amanda Nunes in going through the tape, or like I don't really seem like I'm giving Holly Holm much credit, particularly because of her most recent performances, and I don't feel like her title shot is warranted, I must admit that I do think that she has opportunities to win this fight. If she can stay on the outside and if Amanda Nunes wants to fight her like she fought Shevchenko, she may struggle, because Holly Holm is a very long fighter. She fights very long. She's also puts out more volume than Valentina Shevchenko did. So Holly Holm could very possibly stay on the outside and keep throwing the kicks and just keep scoring points and ride out a decision victory. That's very possible. Amanda Nunes, when she's charging forward and being aggressive, is a very vicious finisher as well. She hits hard, and when you look at Holly Holm's fights with Jermaine Durandamy, for example, you saw that she was hittable in those exchanges, and I feel like Amanda Nunes should be willing or ready, or is going to exploit that as being a weakness in Holly Holm's game. So if I'm making a prediction, I'm going to predict that Amanda Nunes is going to try to walk Holly Holm down, who's going to be trying to circle away. But I feel like she will find herself at the end of Amanda Nunes' punches at some point. Now, Holly Holm's a very, very tough woman. She's very, very durable. She's very experienced, and she may be able to ride out a decision. But that doesn't go to say that she isn't going to take a lot of damage on the way. Can Holly Holm win this fight? Absolutely. She absolutely can win this fight. Has she got past the victory? Absolutely. Is she going to? In my opinion, no. So for my official prediction, I'm going to go with Amanda Nunes to either get a late stoppage or get a unanimous decision victory after what could be a potentially very interesting fight. So fight fans, comment below. Let me know how you think that you see this fight going, and let me know what you thought of my breakdown, and just give me some feedback, criticism, constructive feedback. Let me know if I'm getting better or if there's something I should do more of. I'm happy to edit my game. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching Mindful Combat.